Cocaine floating just outside Destin's East Pass has sparked a lot of conversation and questions. As Channel 3's Laura Hussey tells us, investigators may have a tough time figuring out how it got there.
Duh.
Good afternoon, Sue. Everybody's working this one. Federal and state investigators, as well as Okaloosa County's finest. Now, the 5 fishermen who found this mysterious bale floating right out there, just through the cut and south of the pass, they told the sheriff's office they don't want to do a television interview, not right now, after finding $2.5 million worth of somebody else's coke. The investigation is active and it is new, but here are a couple of the obvious questions. Was this a drop gone bad? Did the drugs float in the current from somewhere far away? Answers we're hoping will come out of it. Now, in this day and age, it's a little rare to hear a story like this in Destin, but there was a time you heard them a little more frequently. Some longtime captains remember those days, and we'll talk to one of them coming up at 6.
That's the way my news works. They tell you part of the shit, and they tell you you're going to come back to their next broadcast to hear the rest of the story. Don't they suck? I think so. And duh, I mean, where did it come from? Whether it's a drop gone bad or what, who cares? We know where it came from, and we know where it was found. Stupid.
The package a group of fishermen found yesterday, well, it sparked a lot of conversation, a lot of questions.
As Channel 3's Laura Hussey tells us, the answers may be hard to find.
Well, good evening. The 5 fishermen who found $2.5 million worth of somebody else's coke right out there, right through that cut and just south of the pass, they told the sheriff's office they're not interested in doing a television interview right now, but they are the talk of this town. This isn't the first time a fisherman has pulled a package of drugs out of the Gulf. Those who have been here a while even have a name for it, a square grouper.
I don't think Destin was too crazy. It's just that it was very unpopulated. And when you went out east towards Topsail Bluff and all that, they found a smuggling operation there. And of course, they found a sailboat that came into the harbor back in the 80s that was loaded down with drugs.
Captain Mike Eller wonders if this package of drugs was really headed for Destin.
So I don't know how old that was and how long it had been in the water, but I would imagine that was something that happened out in the middle of the Gulf or down in South Florida, and it finally found its way up here.
Investigators say that's possible, or the package could have been an airdrop, or could have fallen off of a boat during a storm.
See the cartel marking on it?
The markings on the kilos might give a clue. Sometimes cartels brand their product to indicate purity or to serve as a warning.
It's through fear and intimidation and violence that they keep from losing their products.
Lieutenant Mike Card of the Drug Task Force says they're constantly working to intercept big shipments, even though most people never see them.
I can't imagine anybody wanting to do it nowadays. It seems like technology is against you. The investigation is active and new, but one thing the sheriff's office did want to get out there is that the men who found the cocaine are not suspects in any way, shape, or form. In Destin, Laura Hussey, Channel 3 News.
It's not called a square grouper, okay? I know fishermen that run charter boats, and they call them retirement packages.